Okay, everyone. I'm gonna show you guys how to create a photo carousel. So, what a photo carousel is like, um, it's like a showcase of photos. It's like a really advanced method of showing your photos instead of just like showing like a really ugly, boxy photo. You can usually use this in like portfolios. There's a lot of advanced techniques in this video. Make sure you like pay attention closely because you might miss something that's like very important. So we're gonna get started. So I'm using CodePen, so you'll of course need your head and body and all that. So we're gonna start off with divs, and we're gonna have an ID of 1. Just end it off. You don't have to put anything in the divs. It's fine. You just need to ID them. You just put a quotation mark. I need 60% keyword, so bad. Okay, so we have our divs. I'm gonna do this just and then we're gonna contain it in a main. So what a main is it's a type of divider or division. Sorry, I call it a divider, but it's basically the same thing. It's like a special type of divider in the box model, right? The box model is like its margins, paddings, and all that, and like the layout of a website. The main like divider is basically like the dead center of the website, and then you have the sidebars and the footer, and then you have the header, right? I'm pretty sure you know what a footer and a header is. It's really easy. You should know what a header and footer is. A header is like this, the title, and the footer is like this. So now we want to go to CSS and we want to do hashtag 1 because it's AID. Just to set that up, and then 2 curly braces. We're gonna add the pseudo codes to hover. Okay, now we're gonna get back to 1. Do hashtag 1 hover. Okay, there we go. We have our pseudo codes and everything. So the first thing we want to do is we want to, oh, I forgot one more thing. We need to go to the main and censor everything. Super important. Yeah, okay. So now what I want to do is we want to go to a website called, okay, so this is Unsplash, right? You can get a bunch of like pictures that are really pretty. So I'm gonna go for like a Thanksgiving theme. So I'm actually gonna add an extra thing. I'm gonna change the background color because I want it good. So oops, I'm not gonna. Dude, I'm so bad at typing. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I don't want to do any extra stuff. Okay, so for your hashtag 1, you want to do backgrounds, URL, parentheses, then your icon, your link, sorry, your URL, and you'll notice that there's nothing there, right? We need padding, and it should be up here. Yep, it's so we gotta add display inline-block so it doesn't cover the whole thing. And now you'll see that it's starting to look a little better. So we can add 20%, 2% maybe, 2%. Okay, so now we have this super cool thing. Let's add a margin. Let's do 25%. Right? Yeah, that looks about right. Actually, let's do 15%, and then we'll 5%, and then we'll just I'll just decrease this to 10. So it doesn't take as much space. There we go. That looks better. And change this to 1 too. Okay, so you may notice that you can't really see the image. So we'll do background size cover, and then we'll do background position center. Right? So these will align the image a little better. So background size cover will cover like the entire thing. It'll like resize automatically to try to fit the whole thing to like spread it out like peanut butter, right? Center, it'll just center the image. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now we'll add a border radius to make it a little cleaner. We love our border radiuses. I love my border radiuses. You should too. We'll add a box shadow to be a little extra because we love modern websites. Oops, my computer's like sorry about that. Give me a new computer, please. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. So now we have this really cool thing, but what do we do with it, right? So this is where the pseudocode comes in. Oh, I forgot one more thing. So we need to add a transition to make it look cleaner. I covered this in a previous video. What this does is you put this in a parent element, and it'll add a transition time from the parent element to the pseudocode. Right? So now we'll go to the pseudocode, and we'll change the padding to, for example, 15%, 7%, yes, 15%, 7%. Now, padding looks really confusing, but trust me, it's really easy, actually. Oh, a little sneak peek, actually. Oh, hold on. I need to fix this. Okay, don't do that. Okay, so all padding is really... Oh, let's change this to 6%. Okay, there we go. So all padding is it's the... So let me bring up the box model. Okay, so I found a really good example of what the box model is. So we have our content, right? For example, this is a div. So this would be like the line of the div, right? This would be like the outline, you know. This would be the inside of the div where the blue is. This is called the padding. So when you have your content, right? The padding basically like pushes, it like squeezes the content to fit or like have extra space from the border to the content, right? And the margin is just the outside space. That's what I was doing with the like outside space for the with the main, so it would just look a little cleaner. But yeah, with padding you have the top, the left, the bottom, and the right. That's basically all it is. I'll make a comment right here. So padding, I'll do top, left, bottom, and then right. It's really easy to remember. I should probably remove these comments because you don't need to probably throw it off. I'll add the code in the description if you ever need to refer to it and play with all the like the things. So now we have our image, but what about the second one, right? So I know it's a little cheap, but we can just copy all of this and just change the background around. Yeah, a little of a cheater. Okay, we'll find a different Unsplash photo right now. Okay, so I found this really cool pumpkin image with the person holding it. So we'll just copy this right here, and we'll change the URL. And boom, we have our second image. And then we need to copy this code. Yeah. And there we go. Let's read this so our code looks a little better. Oops. So we have our code. If it looks a little too fast for you, you can always change the transition time from 0.5 to, for example, 0.7. It usually depicts on like the size of your image or how slow paced you want, or like the pacing of your website. You know, some different websites have slower pace than others. You know. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. That's all I have with this tutorial. Have fun with your websites. Please make cool websites. Thank you.